too bright. This light. Okay. Hi, Linda. Happy Saturday. Checking out in the background to make sure there's no weird lighting. I don't have my lights around the door on, so last time I think that made a little weird background or something. Just have my little ring light that's hooked on my phone. Hopefully I have it set up right. It's not gonna come crashing down and I won't go to darkness like last time, let's hope. Hi, Alice. We're doing well. It's just so hot out. We don't do a whole lot outside. Linda, I know other dog owners feel it too, but I really despise the 4th of July. All the fireworks. It went on for like 3-4 hours. Hi, Jane. Thanks for coming in to say hi. But yeah, the fireworks, I'm not a fan, so they're probably gonna go off tonight too. I haven't heard them yet, knock on wood. Hi, Midnight Madness. Did you guys have a good 4th of July? And there's no way I was gonna go to anything outdoors because you guys know I just can't tolerate the high heat and humidity. It's like in the 90s, it feels like 100. It feels like a hot tub outside every day. Hi, Yvette. How are you? And I don't think my moderator is gonna make it here, so I'll just try to do what I can and keep the trolls. Otherwise, we'll have to just ignore it. I don't know. I know it's kind of late notice. There's sometimes I'm going to go live and I may not come on and tell you. I might just come on and go live. So we will see. Hi, Angela. Good to see you. Oh, I'm sure it's going to go on here too. Went to like 3 in the morning. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, Yvette. Yvette, I don't know if I said that right. Well, my allergies have been acting up. I don't know if you have allergies, but a lot of times I feel like I'm getting sick and it's just my allergies are so bad. Hi, Colleen. I have my little area over here. Now I do have my cute little cowboy Cody in the back, but I'm hiding him, so yeah, that I'm sure asthma doesn't help. No, Linda, it went on. I have my big box fan in the loft. Cody was in the loft. Had my DVD player on, and it was pretty loud. But I will say that my sister texted me last night, and she's like, I am so glad you and Cody are not here. And I was like, why? Is it bad with fireworks? She said it's really bad. So that is a silver lining. Because she said it was like really loud, out of control. So I'm glad I wasn't in Bryson because I'd have to take Cody someplace. And he comes before me going out to celebrate, for the 4th. But hopefully you guys had fun. I've always had dogs, and I always had I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say now because I'm trying to read the comments. No, and I won't get into that because I feel a certain way. Like before, when I used to look for jobs and go to interviews, I mean, I'm not saying anything on myself, but I usually got hired. So I have my own feelings about things. It's okay. It's okay. I keep trying. I have one daughter and she's an adult now. Oh, yay. Thank you. Who's in here? Lucille. Lucille, yay. You're here. I appreciate that. And just think, I've been thinking, um, like, I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, I've been looking up all sorts of things, kind of, more into social media, like, um, doing my channel because I'm monetized. So for all the trolls that come on here and want to ruin it for others, I'm probably going to do memberships like I've been talking about. And they're not, I've done some research and I've looked to other channels and what they offer and how much it charges. And it's not a lot per month. And it's kind of just another way that people support their creators, I guess, because I was looking, hi Madeline, I was looking up other people doing their membership. And the first thing I really loved is doing members only these. Like I could still go live and have people be able to come in, but the members only will be nice. I won't have to have a moderator all the time doing this stuff for people that, don't have anything else to do. And my internet seems to be working good, and also that this seems to be working good, so that's, I've just been thinking about a lot of things. So, and social media, YouTube has been the best thing I've ever done. And I just like this couple that reached out to me to film their tiny house. They found my channel and they called me, and it was so amazing to me. It was so fun. It's what I want to do. And I made some money doing it. And it's so much fun. There's so many good opportunities that can come from it. But I just have to make sure before I commit to memberships that, I make sure, because when you do a membership, you have to make sure you follow through with all your perks you offer. I know there's different tiers, so I definitely like that idea. But that was so fun filming that couple's house. I only got on to address some people because all the comments, some of the really rude comments about how these people, how their house was messy or cluttered, I don't know what they're saying, but that's why I got on there and said, this is tiny house living. This is really easy for people from the outside looking in. Anybody could say, oh yeah, I could do that. I could live in less than 200 square feet. It's harder than it looks. There's a tiny house for rent somewhere around here. You could go up here and come rent it, give it a try, because it is, you're not going to have, everything is going to have something on it. You know what I mean? It's a tiny house. You're going to have stuff out. I'm not going to have a bunch of empty, I'm not going to have under my steps have nothing under it. It's storage. So, I mean, these people are living in their house while they're selling it. I mean, but that's why I addressed it to some that were, needed that told, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. Like I said, I'm just getting that ready because doing a member only live stream, I think is going to be so amazing. We won't have these spammers that have nothing else to do on a Saturday night than do this. So, oh, I don't know about that, Colleen. I don't know. I thought about it in the past, but I don't know. but that was amazing to me. I loved it that they reached out to me. I've had opportunities, and that's me making money. It's like this is my job right now. And I'm out here trying to get a job. I can't make somebody hire me. I don't know what's going on. I've never had I don't know. I've never had this issue. I really appreciate my moderators, though. And thank you, Lucille, because you're on top of it tonight. I know it's annoying for you too. I try to kind of keep up with some too, but it's just like I told people, you just have to ignore some of them. I don't know. Now that's hilarious. Oh, my OnlyFans, huh? If I did that, I wouldn't be looking for a job, would I? Apparently, you can make all sorts of money there. Kudos to those that want to do it, I guess. To each their own. I'm trying to help you, Lucille. I don't, unlike others that feel the need to judge me all the time, I've never judged anybody else and their decisions. I'm like, it's not my life. I've got enough on my plate to worry about, so I don't have time and energy to worry about other people's problems. And I think it's more maybe people that go to that site too, not just the people that are on there. Hi, Diana. Oh, Angela, he's lying on the ground by his dog bed. We just came in. We were outside because it cooled down. It didn't. It's hot. No, I'm in a tiny house. And there's my cute little Cody. See my Cody light back there? I know. Because they have nothing else to do. And that's why, like I said, when I do memberships, I'm just getting down what I'm going to offer and make sure, that works out. I'm just removing a bunch of people. It's just too hot out. It's like winter. I've actually been looking up. I'm so excited to have my internet here, my AT&T that's been working, which it's the AT&T Internet Air for Business, and I've liked it. Oh, my car's okay, Angela. Don't get me worried about that. My anxiety. I've officially hit 127,000 miles, but I got my car in 2020, and it's a 2019, and I've had it 5 years. So when I got it, it had 27,000 miles. So I put 100 on it. Oh, the dentist. I'm going to tell you about that. I found this clinic not far from me, and I was thrilled for that. I went last Friday. They are the nicest people, and they help people, that are struggling and can't afford to do a lot. So I think they do cleanings and exams, and I had one of those full head, whatever they do, that little thing goes around you, takes a picture of your teeth. One of those that cost a lot, and it didn't cost me anything. I was so happy. I got in there. Everybody in there was so sweet to me. And it's, they only asked in return to pray with me, and I was all for that. I almost got teary-eyed because she's like, do you have anything that we should pray about for you? And I thought, oh boy, how much time do you have? but she said a prayer for me and it was so pretty, and it wasn't just like, oh, a quick 2 second. I mean, she really did a nice prayer. When I left there, I honestly felt like, I don't know, I just felt like this peace. And in the end, my tooth is still back there. The dentist told me, after doing more x-rays where you have to bite down, he said he didn't feel comfortable taking that tooth out when he didn't think that was the problem. And he did all these x-rays, didn't find anything. I said, well, I know it's going to need a crown, but I can't afford that right now. And I told him how in Asheville, the dentist told me that that was a big cavity. It was too big to fill. I needed a crown. And he kind of looked at me like, okay. He said, those are fillings in your tooth back there. So he just felt like, and I was kind of happy he wasn't like, you know, just take my tooth out. But, very nice. And you know, it came to me, I forgot years ago, I grind my teeth at night. I grind them badly. So I forgot about that pain I had. Well, I had one of these nice upper mouth guards from the dentist. Very expensive. I got it years ago before I got divorced and moved down here, and it doesn't fit. I actually almost got it stuck on my teeth. I almost panicked. But I thought, I'm just going to have to go get one like at Walmart, just anything, because I grind my teeth really bad at night. But I found out this place has a doctor that's in there like a couple days a week, and I made an appointment. So I'm excited. I'm going to go in and just see what they say. It's not going to cost me anything. They are just so sweet in there. And that prayer she said was beautiful. So I'm going to leave this tooth for now. I think it was all the grinding I do. But I'm still trying to find out where I can go and get a crown where it won't cost me so much. Oh, Alice, yeah. It's close to me. Oh, James, I just saw your post there. Oh, I forget. Oh, Spark, yeah. But some people get deactivated for other reasons. I was really offended of what they accused me of. That's when I'm offended. And I lost that job because it said items went missing during a delivery, and I've never stolen a thing in my darn life. So I don't like having people do that. Oh, Diana, he was so nice. They were all so nice in there. They didn't make you feel like you're less than worthy because, you know, you're down on your luck, or you don't have insurance, or you can't afford to go to the regular dentist. Nobody judges you there. They're just all nice. They don't treat you badly because you can't pay. I really did. I was impressed. I really was. But yeah, Cody's in the back. I've applied to anything and everything on Indeed and in this area. And some people have told me they'll call for an interview, and I wait around and they don't even call. I'm like, wow, and I do have my phone service now. Or I get messages on Indeed. I don't know. Maybe there's some scamming going on. I have no idea. But I know it's very, very annoying. That's why I'm just kind of trying to get focused on my YouTube, because that's my money right now. And that's what I mean, this week, hopefully soon, I'll get started on my membership. And I'm trying to still figure out where I'm going to sell some of my merchandise. I've been wanting to do that for months. I think you guys know that. I've talked about it. But I'm trying to find a place to do, you know, I know they do most of the work. I just make the design, but I have to make a little money off of it. That's the whole point. You know, not just it all goes, 70% to the place I'm doing it from, I think I might just call it Cody gear, Cody merch, because there's just, I already have some things I made on Zazzle, but I don't think I can connect a Zazzle store to, what is that? He's so cute. See, I get that. I don't know. That was so funny. I don't even know what that was. Was it a seal? Oh, sent. What's that? Wait a minute. I think I missed something. First of all, there was a seal on here, which is super cute. And I don't know, what is this spirit monkey? It has something, a funny emblem on the side. Oh, a clapping seal, Linda. That was cute. I don't know. I don't know you, but I love your tone. I think you were kind. Well, thank you, spirit monkey. I appreciate that. Cody merch. Yes. Cody merchandise. That is funny. No, actually, Alice, I think I'm giving that a break because my car is getting up there in mileage. And I think I'm going to give my car a little break because it's been on some wild roads. When I was in Silva, it was kind of scary. So, but oh no, I hear fireworks. You're probably going to see Cody in a minute because I have my fan on in the background, but I hear him starting again. Oh gosh. How do people afford all these? Like last night they went for hours. Like 8 o'clock. They started before it was even dark. I appreciate the clapping seal, and I guess Spirit Monkey did a super, is that a super chat? Must be a super chat. Thank you. I just love so many of you guys, and I know, you know, I'm not being weird. I say love you to people, okay? But I really do. I have the best supporters. I told my mom, I told my sister, I tell my friends, you know, I'm like, YouTube's been the best thing I've ever done. And I hear some more. Cody's probably going to be getting up here in a minute. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't do this. Well, he doesn't hear it yet. Oh, thank you, Angela. I was looking through my container last week, and I have a place, I have this box, and I have kept every single card or anything that anybody has sent me on my channel since I first started it. I actually read through it again, and it had me teary-eyed because you guys don't really know me. I mean, you don't know me. You do know me on my channel, and I think I'm pretty down to earth. I mean, what you see is what you get. But I've kept all of those cards. I haven't thrown any of them away because I keep those. They're so nice. They're supportive, and what is that up there? What's this one? Oh, thank you, Spirit Monkey. I'm not really an angel. I wish. I mean, we all have our faults, but thank you, Angela. I have had people tell me that, like, when they meet me, like ITH or somebody that knows me off of YouTube, I don't know how they would, but they always say that I act the same as I do on my videos. And I'm not ever gonna change, so. Oh, thank you, Chris. And thank you, Spirit Monkey, for that other super chat. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But even when I lived in Bryson City, it was so funny. I'd be at Deep Creek. Somebody stopped me, and they were from out of state. And he's like, I knew that was Cody. And I was like, who are they? And I wasn't having a good day. I was really down, but I just went to Deep Creek. I do miss Deep Creek a lot. But even when I didn't feel like it, I still talked to them. I was nice. I was friendly. Even if I don't feel good to my stomach, I still treat people nicely. And they really made my day. They really did. Thanks, Linda. And Chris, yes, I do have a calendar, although there might be, I may update it because I've gotten some different pictures now, but I do have a Cody calendar. And I have some coffee mugs, stuff like that. Magnets. There's going to be magnets. And there's going to be, I don't know, I think there's a button or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. If I can ever find a place to use, I don't really want to use Shopify because some of them charge me. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. So I know I'm trying to get it figured out for the Cody gear. I have a coffee mug. It's so cute. One of my favorite pictures of Cody on it. I absolutely love it. The background and the mountains. Actually, there's a cup on there, a coffee cup that has me and Cody. So it's not all just Cody, but there's, like on the calendar, I think there's 2 that have me in it with him. So. Oh, what was that? Liking where you live now? Yes, I do. Although you guys know, I was carefully thinking about both places. You know, oh, should I stay in North Carolina, come back? I basically did because of Cody, and I needed a support system up here. You know, I had nobody down there, and my sister worked all the time. When she wasn't working, you know, she goes out hiking and on these trips camping, and she has her own life. And I didn't down there. And I didn't find people friendly. Cody had nobody to see. And I will tell you, Cody has seemed very happy. He seemed very happy since we moved back. And yeah, Midnight Madness, this seems to be working, what I'm doing with this food, so I'm not changing it. Yes, his science diet, the canned food is expensive, but I've had a few wonderful people send him a 12-pack. And now I'm good for, you know, a month and a half, 2 months. So that makes me feel good because I still have to, you know, keep up on him. Keep up, you know, his dry dog food. Somebody sent me to get that too, which thank you so much. That helps me because he's the only thing I'm really worried about. I can't let him get off of that food. And I get him his flea and tick stuff and his heartworm pills, and it adds up. And his shots, it's a lot of money. But he's my best friend, so. But yeah, that, I don't know, I can just tell, like, he goes out here and I don't know, he seems happy. Ah, Spirit Monkey, thank you. Yes, I'm happy. I am. I have a lot of stress in my life, you know. I don't know, Alice. There's a weird mark on the side. So I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a different currency. I don't know. I don't think it's that though, but I still appreciate it. Oh, I never discuss lot rent anywhere on my videos. And the same with when I showed that house, I talked to this couple. I showed them the video the next day, came over and showed them the video, what I was going to put on there. And I only put what they want me to put on there. That's why I knew there was going to be a ton of questions about, oh, the house, does it come with the lot? That's why it said to ask the seller, because there's some people that go around and give false information, and that causes a lot of trouble. And I don't want to really say anything because I don't want it to come back on me. Yeah, I think it is a foreign one, but I still appreciate it, so thank you. I'm happy my little light is plugged in. I think this little section here is good. My little table. Oh, thanks, Sherry. I don't know. I'm kind of tired of feeling sorry for myself. I go to interviews, I talk to people. I've applied to like 27 places and nobody calls and nobody Nobody wants me. So it doesn't make me feel good. So I'm trying to just adapt right now. So I can't go in and threaten somebody to hire me. I don't know why. I've never really had this big of a problem. So it is what it is. That's why I'm focusing on my YouTube. Maybe this is a time to really get started on this. Like I said, my memberships and getting my Cody merchandise out. Oh, Midnight Madness. Well, as you know, I had an air mattress when I moved to North Carolina, right? Now, it was a queen, and it's really big, so it took up the whole living room. But I was really sick with bronchitis from the stress of the move I didn't want to do to North Carolina. So I got really sick, and I slept on that like every day. And it ended up taking a crap. So I don't have that. I would put that up in the house. I like to sleep downstairs, but I'm just kind of making do up in the loft. I have my fan, and I don't go up there until about midnight. I'm Italian American. Ah, thank you, Lizzie. I appreciate it. Hi, Zoe. But yeah, I am a night owl, so I like to go to bed later, but it's also really hot up there. So, but yeah, my dad was Italian. He died when I was 29. And yes, he was 73. I'm the baby of the family. Everybody always used to say, "Oh, well, what did they say? Oh, you mean your grandpa?" No, he's my dad. Not everybody has kids when they're teens. And I'm the baby. But yeah, my dad was 73 and he had cancer, so I've never been to Italy. My dad had a big family, he had a lot of sisters. My aunts, we'd always, whenever we go over there, we had so much food, and man, she would get mad if we didn't eat a lot or take home leftovers. She'd get mad and say, "What are you, on a diet? You trying to lose weight?" I'm surprised I was a skinny kid. I really am. But I did love mustacholi. That was my favorite. Spaghetti, as an adult, I have hardly ever eaten. I think I had too much spaghetti when I was young. I love homemade lasagna. Maybe I'll make that. Diana, yes. They talk to me, text me, and they do. I'm, hoping and praying that things work out for them so they can get moved. Okay, Angela, good night. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, Chris, I don't really think of that. I always think of when I do lasagna, I just like to do that in my oven. Night, Angela. I love making it homemade because I can do the ricotta how much I like on there. And you know what? Lasagna does taste good. The main thing for me when I cook something, I haven't done a lot of cooking lately because it's just me. And I don't know. I have to have good leftovers. I don't want to waste a bunch of food. I can go offer to give to the neighbors around here. Oh, thank you, Linda. You're showing that to Phil. I didn't see what he said on here, but thank you, Linda. But the no cook lasagna noodles those are a game changer for me. I think that's what I used to use. Look at my Cody cowboy light back there. You okay there, Cody? And like I said, Cody loves seeing all his friends out here. He's got a lot of friends. Oops. Oh. Oh, Linda, I don't know. What was that? I don't want to touch my phone. I don't know. I heard something go on my phone. Maybe it's a message from someone. Oh, Zoe. Yes, I have AT&T Internet Air, and they didn't have the regular. It goes by availability. I don't know what she was telling me, but I just knew when I said my address she was gonna say, and she said no, there's no availability. But then they heard me talk about my YouTube channel, and now I have the business one. So it's gonna be 65 a month, and you know, it's 55 for that hotspot. I got that canceled, and that didn't even last me 3 weeks. So hi, Michael. I can't be out here. I've been out here the 3 months. My phone doesn't work because it's Verizon, and no, I cannot just switch to AT&T because my phone, which I love so much, and I have a contract. So, and I love Verizon. It's worked everywhere. It just doesn't work here. Yeah, but my other one was supposed to be unlimited too. But I think the hotspot, it was too much for that. I don't know. This has been working good. And I can use this maybe as a write-off for my business, because that's what YouTube is. Oh, I don't know. Hold on. Coolest thing I did as a kid, I don't know. You probably think it's weird, but I loved softball, and I played in All-Stars because I was a really good player. I am good at sports. Well, I was. I don't know. I don't play anymore, but I got to go on the traveling softball team, and I had so much fun. So I traveled all through Indiana playing All-Stars softball, and I loved it. It was a lot of fun. Oh, Alice, I didn't say anything on my video about a house for rent. I'm very careful because I don't want to relay wrong information and get people mad at me. Now, the house I did, if that's what you're asking about, I put little texts during my video. And at the very end, it said, you know, contact the seller. It says, leave a message, you know, and throughout it, I said, you know, if you guys have any questions, you have to contact the couple, you know, the sellers, because I didn't want to be obligated to explain how it works with the lot, without the lot. That's for him to do because they know who they're renting from. I'm not going to give out false information and have people get mad. Eating your Wawa, Ogie. No, I don't see bears up here. I have not seen a bear up here. I see a lot of deer. There's a lot of big turkeys up here where I live. Well, Chris, I can't like go through a lot because like if there's a house for sale or something like that, I know there's somebody else, another lady that does that, but I do not and will not ever go to ITH. And I know that's probably where a lot of them are. I do not trust them at all in there, and I don't step foot in there because I do know what they're capable of. So I would never go there and film a tiny because I could see them causing problems for me. So no, I'm not. That's why when these people asked me to do their house, I was like, well, where do you live? And luckily they live not very far at all, so it wasn't a big drive. Oh, hi, Chloe. Happy birthday. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, and I've even looked up some places to go, and do videos. There's no tiny house places to go. There's no, that's close by, and I have to watch how much gas I'm using, and yeah, I don't trust them at all. I really don't. Oh, thanks, Chris. Well, I like to think I'm a good person, but I don't know. There's so many times I'm like, oh, with everything that goes on, like constantly with me, I'm like, what? Maybe it's karma on me. I don't know what's going on. You feel like you have this like dark cloud. But, if you ever say anything like that, people think, "Oh, well, you're being so negative." No, it's realistic, hon. It's realistic. this has been this has been my life. So, I can feel the way I want. Oh. Good night, midnight magic. I think they're starting to be more tiny house communities. The thing for me is, how much are they charging for lot rent? I mean, you have a high lot rent, and that's high to me. I mean, maybe somebody doesn't think that's a lot, but 6, 7, 800 for lot rent is a lot. And then a lot of people still, probably pay for their house too. And then all your other bills, I'm like, that's a lot of money. And I'm always realistic. People can call it what they want. I always say, you know what? Something's happened in somebody's life to make them the way they are. So if they think I'm negative, it's because of experiences I've had. So, and like I said, it is my channel. I've watched other people and they say and do whatever they want. And they're like, you know what? If you don't like me, don't watch. And I try to be a nice person, and it just seems like sometimes those kind of people just get walked all over, maybe. I don't know. But once I do get going, I am Italian, and then I do get going, and I get real mad. It takes a lot to get me there. I ignore a lot. Oh, Chris, my mom is doing good. We went a few days ago. She was all excited. Now, she lives like 20 minutes away. So, what was I going to say? I forget now. Oh, yeah, I went over to her apartment, picked her up, and I had some errands to run in Newport. Now, I prefer Morristown. If you're asking my Cash App, it's in my profile. Just answering because I keep seeing that pop up. But I have that on my bio, on my profile on YouTube. Oh, yeah, I want to go to Italy too. It's my dream. Well, and like I said, my dad's Italian. He's 100% Italian. He was born in the States. Now, his parents were from Palermo, Sicily. So, I would really like to go there. I've also heard some Italians, like maybe from the northern part of Italy, they can be taller and blonde. Who knew? I always think of Italians that, they have dark hair and they have the skin tone. Now, of course, my dad was really dark. Now, did I get his skin tone? No. I mean, I'll get tan in the summer if I go out in the sun, but it's so stinking hot. I can't go out there. It's just too hot out. I don't deal with it. Zoe. Zoe, you know what I'm learning is I'm getting older. I'm going to be 45. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to be 45 next month. Oh my. Okay, I do sound old, but maybe it's the age I'm getting to. I'm just starting to not care so much. about people. I mean, we all, well, not all, but a lot of us do care. You know, people say rude things. I've learned doing social media to ignore quite a bit. But there's sometimes on there where I do respond, and I have every right to because it is my channel and I can say what I want to. And, you know, I've watched a few other creators and I just, I don't know. It's just amazing that people, it's probably, I like to call them these keyboard warriors, you know? They sit and they judge you, and they're probably sitting in their parents' basement, probably a grown adult, living at home in the basement, and they go on to just bring people down. There's a lot of jealous people out there. There really are. Linda, is your birthday August 12th or July? Oh, Lizzie, I'm not young. I don't feel young. I feel old, but I have, you know, my stomach issues and my back issues. Yeah, Zoe. Just, you know, it's seriously, when I love to watch a guy in a golden. I don't know if you know him, but he's got Teddy, and he usually does Teddy Tuesday, and Teddy is a golden retriever. And that guy, I Google sometimes what these people make, and a lot of these people, social media content creators, make more money than what they went to college for, use their degree. And I think a lot of people are jealous of that because they're going to work and they probably hate their job. And here's a content creator, they love what they do, they're making good money. Some of them make, you know, 20,000 a month. I'm like, what? What? That's more than I make in a year. So I think there's just so many people. I saw it where I used to live before I moved up to Lola's, not North Carolina, but when I lived here, you know. I had people that were jealous, and the hatred. When I first started my channel, you think true friends would be happy for you. I think they'd be happy for you. But that's not the case. So I find that funny because some people I used to know would, oh, I can't believe people even send you anything. I was like, oh, thanks. Well, maybe people like me. And there are many content creators who do get things sent to them all the time. Now, do you say something to them? Oh, don't accept anything. No, that's part of being a content creator. But nobody says anything to them. That to me just says they're jealous. And I told them, you know, start your own YouTube channel. I don't know. It's been the best thing I've ever done. And it's like my job, and it's my only job right now. So I'm thrilled with it. I loved it. I loved going over and filming that house. For that to be my job, I was ecstatic. And I could take Cody with me. You know, I took him with me when I went back to go over the video, and, you know, I left him in the car with the air on. But I was like, it's so, I don't know, that's just my dream to do it. Yeah, it is. It's just, I don't know. I guess you see who your real friends are. Oh, I know somebody said on here about all the trolls and the bullying, and I have a moderator on here. She's doing a really good job. There's just so many. I'm trying to help when I can, but like I said, when I do my memberships, we won't have to worry about that because that'll be nice. Yeah. So like I said, that's what I'm doing every day, and I have my computer that I'm looking up things. I just want to be sure before I do my Cody merchandise. I have my calendars, all of that started. Chris, I don't know. I'm getting everything. I am a planner. I'm not very much of a, I don't know. I um I like to be prepared. I want to make sure before I offer the memberships what the perks are going to be, what the prices are going to be, because they kind of recommend on here that you do 2 tiers, like 2 different settings. Like say one would be like $2.99 a month, and one would be $5.99 a month. They offer different things because you also have to remember that YouTube is going to take 30% of what I make, which stinks, but the 30%, I'm going through all of this because I want to make sure that I can commit to what I'm going to offer everybody. So I have to be good and ready, but I feel like I'm getting there and I am going to do it. I'm getting close to 5,000 subscribers, and I'm not saying in any way that I expect to get 5,000 people on memberships. I get that, but I think it's something fun, and I like talking to people, and I think this is fun. So, and that can help me with my income. You know, it's a set income from doing memberships as well as what video views I get. So, I know somebody had asked me about going to do tiny life homes. That the first time I went there, when I came back, it is a 2.5 hour drive one way. And when I came back on 40, and I'm just going to tell you, after 40 washed out again, like a few weeks ago, I'm not going to go back on 40. I don't trust that road. My anxiety when I was coming back, my friend went with me that lives here. She wanted to go to North Carolina. So I was like, sure. So we went for the day. Cody stayed with my mom. My mom, I asked her to go. My mom is a homebody. She likes to be home. And with the way nutso people are, I do too. But anyway, when we were coming back, we got stuck in the worst traffic jam, like on 40 in that area where it's 2 lane. And I started to get my anxiety because we just sat. We were sitting there like 30 minutes, and I have stomach issues. I didn't eat all day because my stomach issues. I didn't eat all day. But coming back, getting stuck in that, I started to panic because I was like, what is going on? You know, I'm going to try to help you with this because I'm not. What is this? Okay. I don't know if that's going to work. But anyway, that drive home, it was, I don't know, I think the workers might have been getting off of work. It was like 6 o'clock, but I started to panic because I remember looking over and I was like, this is not a good spot to be because we're right over here is the mountainside. I thought there could be a mudslide, and I guess we'd all die and go over the side. And there's nowhere to go because it's 2 lane and there's no shoulder. You know, there's a big cement cinder, whatever, in, you know, the divider. So there were people, you know, when that mudslide happened and the flooding on 40, like last month, people on there, here they come again, don't know a thing, have never even been on that part of 40. Oh, that's why you turn around, don't drown. Turn around, honey, you're not going anywhere. It's 2 lanes, 1 lane each way, and there's nowhere to go, hun. Me and my friend were talking about that when we came back from North Carolina, and we were like, wow, if it rains a lot in here, this is gonna get crazy, flooded, and you'd be stuck because you don't turn around. It's 1 lane and you're stuck. So I'm not going on 40 again. So we will see. And also, you know, I was excited for that, and I knew it was going to be a far drive, but I also didn't get paid yet, so I am not going back there right now. And I have every right to do that because I went like 6 weeks ago. So And I could have really used that, to be honest. So, especially the gas reimbursement. And especially since I lost my job, that would have really come in handy. So, it's far for me to drive, and I'm not going on 40 again. Yeah, Linda, I haven't said a whole lot about that. I know people would be kind of wondering about it because I haven't, been back there. So, I mean, I loved going down there and filming them. It was a lot of fun for me, but you know, I tried to look for other places. Yeah, Cindy, I don't know. I don't really. Oh, I've been in contact email wise, Chris. There's been a lot of contact from me and not so much from them. So it is what it is. I'm trying not to say things, but at this point, I think I've been more than patient waiting. So, and I do have my Venmo and I have my Cash App and all those um, on my channel, so I could have got paid that way as well. Yes, Linda, several times. Several. We communicate by email. And it's kind of mostly been me emailing. But I look at it as, I loved going to film that, but at the same time, I don't think there's anything wrong with me expecting to be paid and not taking, 2 months, because I could really use that in these times. So I've been trying to look if there's places like closer I can go and do things, but there's just not a lot. But I'm trying not to let that deter me. It's disappointing to me, it is, but I don't know. I had a fun day. That's a full day, 2.5 hour drive each way. I was gone about 9 hours. I don't know. I'm not really gonna say much more about it. But yes, I definitely did contact. And I sent my W-9 in that I was supposed to. I did that quite a while ago. Oh my goodness. Well, dare I say I don't hear any fireworks out here. With all they did last night, man, I don't think they have money for tonight. Yeah, Chris, I've probably seen that, where there's one woman that does like Dollar Tree dinners. But, number one, it's hard for me to cook just for one, and then I have leftovers. And sometimes I eat them, sometimes I don't. Then I waste food, and sometimes it's easier just for me to go to McDonald's and get a cheap cheeseburger. So, yes, I have a daughter who's going to college. And hopefully, I'm praying I can make it to go back to Indiana. And, she's very smart, so she could probably go to any school she wants. And she picked her place. So hopefully I can go next month and help at least move her in, since I had to miss graduation. Oh, I don't know, Linda. I mean, as much as people did out here, I was like, what is... I mean, it might, like I said, my sister said Bryson was, oh, she said it's bad. And we feel bad because we're animal lovers. And, me and my sister worked in animal rescue. So we all love animals, and it's really upsetting because dogs hate fireworks. And then there's, veterans that hate it. There's just people in general that don't like. I've never liked fireworks. They hurt my ears. Maybe I have extra sensitive hearing. I don't know, but I don't like. 30 minutes is fine and I'm good. Be done. But I don't like them. Oh, good night. Good night, Diana. Thanks for coming in. Hi, Jerry. Yeah, I'm going to try and make it so I can at least go uh, take her and get her settled in college. So we're from northern Indiana. So I mean, like, the town I was from was like 25 minutes from the Michigan border. So we're really northern Indiana. But she's going more toward the southern. So, not southern Indiana, but I guess she went there for a weekend and she really liked it. I don't know, just I've never really enjoyed fireworks because I know I've always had dogs. My dogs have always hated them. So I was stressed out with them. I didn't ever go to them. And when my daughter was young, she didn't want to go. I didn't make her go. Who, Steve, my daughter? She did visit last year. We were in this tiny house. Let me tell you, there two people in a 9x18 with a 100-pound dog, that didn't last real long. Like this. You know, she stayed a few days, then she went back to my mom's because my mom has an apartment. So I'm like, it's I'll be going to the loony bin. That's where I'd be headed. We ain't doing that. This is like less than a hotel room size. Okay, for me and she was 17 at the time, and Cody, and but she you know, when I got divorced, she was more than old enough to decide where she wanted to go, in Indiana anyway. It's not like she was 3 or 4 where I'd just make her come with me, but she got to pick and she chose to stay there. And I didn't even know where I was going to be. So honestly, I was kind of glad because, you know, I have enough stress just trying to make it, me and Cody. I don't know. I'm gonna try and sign up again for Spark. It just makes me so mad because they deactivated me for no reason. And it's a lie. They don't have any proof. They just say items went missing, and that ticks me off because I don't steal. Oh, thanks, Linda. I can't believe I've been on here an hour. I have this little mini ring light that is on right now. I have my lights off in here. And I finally got a long enough extension cord thing so I can hook it to my phone and it won't go dark. So it's been working good. I'm excited. Hi, Christian. I just remembered, I'm like, what day is it? I like it. That's why I want to do more lives. Not saying all of them are going to be this long, but you know, a half hour, whatever. I want to get more on a schedule, but I had to figure out my internet thing first. And honestly, I was not finding anything. I mean, Cricket was the last thing. And then I talked to my friend out here who told me, you know, he's got AT&T internet. And of course, when I went the next day, I knew what they were going to say. I knew it because she said, well, let me check the availability. I don't even know what the availability had to do with it out here. But she said, no, there's no availability right now. I was like, what? And then I was starting to get upset. I was like, oh, I'm not even going to start crying in here because I'm like, there's nothing. I have no TV out here, and I've handled it well for 3 months. You go bonkers. I mean, I'm happy I have my DVD player, don't get me wrong. Oh, good night, Tamara or Tamara. I don't know. Tamara. Good night. Thanks for coming in. Yes, Linda. When he came down here, we were outside talking one night with the neighbors, and yeah, he told me about AT&T. So I ended up getting the business one. So thank God for my YouTube, or I wouldn't have anything here. And having to drive, 8 minutes down the road to make a phone call, that's not. I was like, I'm about to have a midlife crisis or something over all this. I'm like, I'm gonna snap. There's only so much you can take. I think I'm very good at handling a lot of obstacles. I still don't know. I'm trying to find a place to get my crown here. I don't know. I just keep looking. Hey, Tim. I'm doing good. How are you? I kind of thought about the realtor thing, but then, I don't know, somebody talked to me about it, was telling me about it, and I thought, well, maybe not. Yeah, T-Mobile. My mom had T-Mobile when we moved down here, and right when she got down here, we got to ITH, she had to go out and get rid of T-Mobile because T-Mobile worked like nowhere. T-Mobile works in Indiana. Oh my goodness. I think I'm getting ready to get off here. It's been an hour. My connection, I think, has been good. You guys think it's been good? I'm gonna go take Cody out a little bit since I don't hear fireworks. But this was fun. I love being able to come on and do this again. I don't have to worry about my connection or running out. My ring light stayed on, so this is good. All right, I'm gonna get off here, guys. Thanks for coming in. I always have fun talking to you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.